back to our channel. Today I wanted to give you guys a very easy way to make a salad. I have never been a salad person, honestly, and this is my second time making a salad. However, the first time I made it, I fell in love. So I wanted to really share this recipe with you guys because I am just not a salad person, and I want to put it out there that you can definitely have delicious salads that don't have to be boring or have to be packed with dressing. It is so important that you make these salads delicious, but also make sure you're not just drenching it in dressing, because then what's the point? I rather drench it in vegetables. So this is just a way for me to give you some ideas on how to make a delicious salad, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys find this helpful. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you guys enjoy this recipe. So first you're going to start with chopping up some asparagus. Since this does take a little bit long to cook, the first thing I do is cook my asparagus. I do like to add some olive oil on this as well so that it doesn't stick. Next, I'm going to take some meatless chicken. This is Gardein chicken breast, and actually this was like my second time having this, and honestly it's so good. I highly recommend if you're looking for a meat alternative. This is so delicious. These are the mixes that I take. I take some Aldi's table blend. This does not have salt, so I just like to add a good amount to have a really delicious flavor. Next, I take some onion and herb seasoning. This also doesn't have salt. And then I take some garlic and herb seasoning, which is also very delicious as well, just to get some really good delicious flavor on it. And I just mix it with my hands. You can use a fork, but I'm a little savage, so I just took my hands. So here I'm just checking my asparagus, adding a little bit more olive oil so that it doesn't stick and so that it can cook thoroughly and nicely. I also like to add some seasoning to my asparagus. So here I add some garlic and herb seasoning, which is absolutely delicious. If you're not a big veggie person, I highly recommend the garlic and herb seasoning for your veggies. And then I also add some pink Himalayan salt to it, just to add a nice little kick to it. So next you want to go ahead and mix the seasoning with the asparagus to make sure everything is nice and coated and seasoned properly. So side note, make sure you have your stove on medium heat. So I didn't add this part, but basically I took out the asparagus that was already cooked, and I just added some olive oil to the pan again and placed my grilled chicken on this. So a little side note, this vegan chicken does cook pretty quickly, so just make sure you're taking care of the chicken as you are preparing the rest of the food. While the vegan chicken cooks, I'm just multitasking and making some kale chips. Surprisingly, this is very delicious. Like, I was so happy when I tried this out because I was just pleasantly surprised with how delicious it tasted. Here I'm just removing the stems. It's so easy to remove. You can chop it off. I just literally slide my fingers right through and it literally comes off. I also did rinse the kale and I massaged it a little bit just to take out the stiffness of it. So next I just drizzle a little bit of olive oil to the kale so that it can be nice and coated, and this actually does help it get a nice little flavor to it. It is also completely optional to add the olive oil since you are going for a healthier alternative. However, I do think that the olive oil does make it cook a little bit nicer and it adds a nice flavor to it as well. So next you want to add a little bit of ground pepper. However, be light-handed with the pepper. Pepper can be very strong and can easily make your food spicy. I don't know, it's just a weird flavor, so just be light-handed with the pepper. And then I added a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. I know you can't see it, but I did add it. So here I'm just checking on the vegan chicken, and I do decide to add the asparagus to it just so that the asparagus can stay warm. Since I'm multitasking, I don't want my asparagus to get cold since it does cool pretty quickly, but I do maintain the stove at low so that it doesn't overcook. Next I take baby green salad. I bought this at Walmart. It was like literally $1 or something like that. It was like less than $2, and I grab a good amount. I do rinse this, I just don't show it, but I do end up rinsing it after I put it in the plate. Here I'm just showing you what it looks like after it's rinsed, and I take a top of balsamic vinegar. Now I do spread this around, so I make sure I really go in with my hands and spread this around. You can take your spoon or fork, but I do feel like sometimes working with your hands is better. I just take a top as well of extra virgin olive oil. If you are trying to reduce your oil use, you can avoid this, but since I'm not using dressing, this adds a really nice kick of flavor to it. So the key to making a delicious salad is adding some seasoning and flavor, and avoid dressing overall because it does have some heavy calories and you want to get those calories from your vegetables, not your dressing. So I decide to add onion and herb and garlic and herb seasoning. Both of these seasonings are also salt free, just to let you know. So next I just add a couple slices of tomato. So since we are in the halfway mark, I just want to go ahead and get the kale chips ready. So I put it in the air fryer for 410 minutes. So next, I start to assemble my salad with the hot food. So I decided to add the vegan chicken to this. Quick little tip, make sure you add your chicken and your asparagus when you're almost done and that you know that you're going to be serving your food very soon, because you don't want your chicken and your asparagus to be cold. So to add texture, I do decide to add some pecans and some sliced almonds as well. Next, I take a whole Hass avocado. I love avocados, and this just adds a very delicious creamy texture to your salad. It's just so enjoyable and delicious, adds flavor, texture, creaminess, and just pure deliciousness. It has protein, good fats. It's amazing. Who doesn't love avocados? So I take a whole Hass avocado. So next, I just add a little dash of garlic salt for the avocado only. I don't sprinkle this all over the salad. I just make sure I aim towards the avocado because it adds an amazing flavor to it. So to add a unique kick and taste to it, I do add some nutritional yeast flakes. This is amazing. It tastes cheesy. It's just yummy, and it's packed with nutrients and fiber and B12, and it's so yummy. I highly recommend you try nutritional yeast. So last but not least, I just start assembling my kale chips. So I'm just putting everything right now in a bowl. I did notice that that one was undercooked, so I do add it back to the air fryer to make sure it's nice and crispy. So here I'm just adding the remainder of the kale chips that were undercooked. For a finishing touch, I just add a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. Alrighty guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you end up trying this recipe out, if you guys like it. I want to know, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.